Hey everybody, welcome to day 5. Today we're going to talk about elevating your thoughts. Elevate your thoughts so they become a habit. And when your thoughts are elevated, you're in line with the things that you desire. So it's so important to watch how you think, what you're believing about a situation or about yourself, and how you're speaking about it. So 2 situations came up over the holidays, really, but I hear this all the time, where we get a lot of scratch off tickets, for birthdays and just extra little gifts. And we have fun with all the scratch off lottery tickets. And 2 people said, "Oh, I never win lottery tickets. I'm really bad at that." And I'm like, "Oh gosh, I took it back, took it away from him for a second." And I'm just like, you cannot go into scratching off a lottery ticket with that attitude, because you won't win. There's no way that you'll win. If you are speaking negatively about something that you want, it's not going to come to you. People do it with money all the time. Money's the root of all evil. They think that having money, makes people greedy sometimes. Money's dirty. And I was talking to someone that wanted to do some coaching, and that's what she said. "Oh, well, money's hard to get, money's dirty," and, stuff like that. And I was like, the things that you want, if you're going to be condemning them, cannot come to you. They just can't come to you, but we've been conditioned to think a certain way, to speak a certain way. And some things are just, just come out of your mouth. They're just off the cuff, just out of habit. So we really have to retrain our brain so we are elevating our thoughts so they become a habit, so they're in alignment with the things that we want. Have you ever said something like that? Have you ever said, this is even about weight. I hear people say this all the time. "I can just look at that piece of cake and gain weight." The universe is like, "All right, here you go, a couple extra pounds. Maybe it's water weight." We're just giving you what you want, and you didn't even get the opportunity to enjoy the cake. We eat and think guilty of it. So we're eating food, thinking guilty. I really shouldn't be eating this right now. I shouldn't be having sugar. I shouldn't be having 2 pieces of pizza. I shouldn't be having this stuff. I'm afraid I'm going to gain weight. I've got to work out tomorrow. What do you think your body's doing? When you're eating that food, you're putting all of that angst and the negativity in the food that you're eating. So I stopped doing that a long time ago. Weight's been a big issue in my family, and it's like you can't be skinny, you can't be too skinny, you can't be too heavy, you can't not be hungry, or people are saying something, you can't finish your meal, or people are going to say something about that. "Oh, you're really hungry," or and it's just a really funny thing. We're judged either way. So I pulled myself out of that, and I just started doing things that satisfied me. Do I want it? I love pizza. I love pizza so much, I love comfort foods, but I don't want to stay away from them because, quote unquote, they're bad for you, or, they're going to make me gain weight. They're not if I don't think that they are. So if I'm looking at my plate of food and I'm going to eat it and I'm going to enjoy it, if my body's going to absolutely enjoy it, that is so much better than eating something out of fear or eating something out of guilt while you're eating it. You're changing the components of that, and your body's not, it's going to react the way that you think it's going to react to it. You'll wake up heavier, you'll wake up bloated. I can say, "I'm going to eat this pizza, I'm going to eat this cake, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to just enjoy it so much. Thank you so much, for my body to enjoy this food, and my body's going to take what it needs and then get rid of the rest. And I may even wake up a pound lighter tomorrow, or really enjoy the gym when I go to the gym to keep my body in a certain, in a certain shape, in a certain state." I've always said things like that because I didn't like limits. I don't like limiting myself when it comes to diets. I haven't dieted. I haven't weighed myself. It's like a moot point for me when it becomes an obsession for certain people. So look at food differently. Bless it, bless the food with such a great energy and gratitude that you have it, and then enjoy it. When your body's enjoying something, then how could it possibly be angry or gain weight or get sick from it if your body's enjoying it, no matter what it is? Obviously everything in moderation. I couldn't eat a whole chocolate cake. Some people can. And if you're gonna eat the whole chocolate cake and you're gonna think that way, just like, "Oh, this is just delightful and it's just satisfying," why not? Not every day, but you do what is right for you and your body. Anyways, okay, so that was about, I wasn't expecting to go into like a food tangent. This information works the same way across the board in life. across the board. Whether you have a skin condition, whether you have something else going on, you can heal yourself by your thoughts, by the way you're thinking. You know, seeing the skin condition gone, looking in the mirror and seeing yourself maybe with it or whatever, and then looking in the mirror and imagining yourself without it, seeing yourself without it, feeling yourself, how it feels to not have that situation anymore. And you'll expedite that healing process like nothing flat. I mean, our mind and how we see things and how we think about things and how we believe things to be is so much more powerful than drugs, than anything, you know? And it's really a matter of getting into your mind and asking yourself, well, how do I want to see this situation? Do I want that cake? Do I want it or do I not want it? You know, if you want it, then choose to enjoy it. Choose to have the satisfaction of it without limiting yourself, without limits, without limiting yourself. Have you ever said things like, with my luck, it won't work out? My luck, you know, or I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, or I'm saving for a rainy day, or I'm not good at that. I won't be able to do that. We can't have that. I'm not good in math. I used to say that all the time. I'm not good in math, but I didn't think I was because, you know, I was an average student. So I was told I was an average student, yet I have become more successful than most of the people that I know. I don't really need to know math. I just need to know how to calculate it. You know, I will much rather take the creativity and the street smarts, you know, than the book smarts any day, because I'm getting them from God. I'm getting them downloaded. So that's another interesting way to look at life. You know, where in your life are you saying things like that? Where in your life are you limiting yourself? And where in your life are you not using your thoughts and your words correctly? That's how we're calling in things that we don't want. You know, that's why people can't lose weight and they're not even eating that much. It's because your thinking is off or your emotions are holding on to it. It's not a weight issue. It's an emotional issue. It's a thinking issue. It's a believing issue. How do you believe that other people view you? How do you view yourself? How do you believe that other people view you? However we believe, whatever we believe about ourselves, however I feel about myself, what I think about myself is what's going to be experienced in my life. That's going to be my experience. What I think other people think of me, what I think other people feel about me or believe about me, what I think they think about me is true because I'm creating it. I'm creating it. So if I think someone thinks a certain way about me, they're going to show up and give me evidence of that because I'm creating it. They're not just doing it. It's almost like they're puppets. They're not even real almost. And we're living this life of illusion and telling people how to show up for us because that's what we feel how they're going to show up or believe about us. That's how we feel or believe. Those are our beliefs. So it's all internal. It's crazy. It's all internal. Your connection to source and seeing the things in your life that are not working out, seeing the things in your life that bother you, seeing your things in your life that you want to change. I mean, everything can just be tweaked because we live moment to moment. So in each moment, you know, can you be satisfied in this moment right now, right here? Where can you find satisfaction in this moment right now? And then maybe the next one. Well, what do you want to do in 5 minutes? What do you want to do in 10 minutes? You know, can you kind of live your life a little bit, having more fun in the experiences because you're choosing to have fun in every experience, every moment to moment, no matter what you're doing, brushing your teeth, looking at yourself in the mirror. You know, I make things kind of silly sometimes just because I've had to do this all my life and it just works for me. It made me feel better just doing that. You know, it just made me feel better. And when you're feeling better, you're more in alignment with the things that you want. So question number 1 for day 5 is, where in your life are you limiting yourself? Where in your life are you finding or feeling fear around doing something or not doing it? It's eating a chocolate cake or a birthday cake, and you can call it having fear around it because you don't want to gain weight, possibly, you know? I saw one of the Housewives shows, they were models on there, and they had a birthday cake, and like the mom just gave the daughter like just this tiny, you can have just a tiny little taste of it because she was this model. That's a horrible way to live. Horrible way to live. just being so afraid to take any more than just that little bit of frosting or whatever, just to celebrate a birthday. When we live in celebration and appreciation and love and gratitude, you can eat the whole cake. You can have the whole cake. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your cake and eat it too. Versus, how were we raised? You can't have your cake and eat it too. No, you can have your cake and eat it too. And if you want, wake up a pound lighter or whatever, whatever you choose. So the second question is, where in your life or when have you said things negatively about yourself, whether it's about your body, whether it's I can't win, I don't ever win, I can't have, that's not for us. Where in your life are you kind of creating the fact that you can't win scratch-offs? Where in your life are you creating things that you're not good at? So then the universe is going to give you evidence to show up thinking it's a loving parent. Here you go. Here's another thing to prove to you that you're not good enough. Here's another comment to prove to you that you're not good enough. And then that just takes you on a whole downward spiral of then not feeling it because you keep getting evidence of it. So changing the way you feel about it, changing the way you think about it, changing the way you believe about it, changing the way you speak about it. I am good enough. I can do math. I don't need to do geometry, I can just calculate it on a calculator. I can sing. I might not be a really great singer, but I might enjoy it. I might be good to myself, I might not make records, or maybe I will. Maybe I do have a super talent in there somewhere. It's never been, I've actually always wanted to sing, but I was always told I was bad at it. So I didn't, but I'm just like, humming along to things. I'm like, what, I might be a good singer if I took the time and had voice lessons, things like that. You never know. You never know. What have people said to you that has limited you? Other people saying what you can eat, if you'll gain weight, if you're a good singer, if you're good in math, teachers and parents and friends, and they're always limiting. They're always limiting. We grew up, we were conditioned that way. So really take some inventory in your life of where you have been limiting yourself and what other people have said to you. What don't you think you can do? What don't you think that you're good at? And we need to start rescripting that around. Like, is it true? Is it true that I can't sing? I can sing. Now, whether it's good or not, I don't know. But it's a total false statement to say that I can't sing. It's like saying you can't speak. We can speak. You can hear my voice, So it's like to break open the limitations and the beliefs that aren't true by calling them out. Is it true that I'm going to gain weight eating a piece of cake? Only because everyone else says it. Only because that's what the majority of people think about it. I choose to think differently. I choose to live differently. I choose to live on a timeline with experiences that I desire, that satisfy me, and a place where I can really share my gifts, enjoy my life, and really play with it, play with the energies, so I can quantum leap and just really get deep in this world and what it's all about. And it's amazing. I have so much fun with it. Another thing I wanted to share with you today is, this is another great idea. Like, I would use spiral notebooks like this. When I ask someone what they want, sometimes it's hard to come up with what you want off the cuff. Well, everyone wants the big things. I want a house. I want this. I want that. But really, really, truly, what do you want and why do you want it? Because we should be filling notebooks like this. We should be writing down things that we want every day. Even if it's the smallest thing. I want someone to smile at me today. I want someone to call me today. I want to make someone else smile. We can do things like that too. It doesn't always have to be materialistic things. So a spiral bound notebook gives you a chance to actually, write your desire and then a little bit about it, script about it. Why do you want it? It would make me feel, how is it going to make you feel, this desire? Every day, write one or more. Fill this up, fill these up. And then this is a way we're going to get into thinking bigger in a little bit too, on how to actually enhance your desire so you get the next level up. So you get something that you normally wouldn't even ask for. And then you can see things like that come true. But I love to, thinking bigger. So getting yourself to a place where you don't allow your mind to bully you anymore is going to allow you to elevate your thoughts to where your desires are sitting. So those are the 3 things that are the assignment for today. Answering the 2 questions, and then also finding yourself like a notebook like this, or even a sticky, even a set of Post-it notes works too. And just write one thing on each page, and then you can always go back and fill it in. Because every day then if you see something that you like, get it in your book, write it in your book, because there are things that we want that we kind of forget about too. Taking control of your thoughts, choosing how you want to see your world, choosing how you want to feel inside. And when you start really mastering these things, other people won't be able to affect you like they might have in the past. You become a little bit less triggerable, a lot less triggerable. And if you're worried about what other people are saying about you or thinking about you, if you're giving that power, you're telling them that their opinion of you means more than your opinion to yourself. Their words, their opinion of you is more valid, is more important than your opinion of yourself. That's too much power. Nobody should ever have power like that. Ever. And when you can release that notion of it doesn't matter what other people think about me, changing how you see and believe and feel about yourself and how you believe other people view you as well is the first step. The second step is it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about me. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. It matters how I think about myself. It matters how I value myself. It matters my opinion of myself. It matters the most. Me. Loving me, thinking good things about me, saying good things about me, looking in the mirror and loving every part of me, and creating the things that I want to change, and having fun, and living in love, living in bliss. Man, you can just imagine the magic moments that you're going to be creating in your life. This is so powerful. This is so powerful. And I hope you guys feel this, because it doesn't matter what's going on. It can be changed, and things can happen instantaneously. They can come in. We have no idea. There's so much working behind the scenes. There's so much going on behind the scenes that to even say, where is it, it's not working, is kind of just like telling the universe that you don't trust the universe. You don't trust what made us. You don't trust God. Really creating a better relationship with God and the universe. Creating it with yourself first, creating it with God and the universe, relying on them, asking for help. And a lot of times women don't ask for help because we don't need help. We can do it all ourselves. We have to do everything ourselves anyways, right? Like, we don't need any help from anyone. Then we're closed off to receiving anything. And we've got to allow God and the universe to help us. Other people also to help us. If you have a partner and you never ask for help, you don't have to do it all. They want to help you. Be open, and then you're opening yourself up to receiving also. It's just all these little things shift states of being. It shifts energy so quickly that it's like one door was closed and now you just opened it. Living from the state of being of the person that you want to be now. Living like that person now. And these are ways to do it. So I hope this was helpful. This is powerful. And I can assure you, if you are following along and doing the things that I'm speaking of, and even participating in the group, sharing your wins, asking questions, please try to get the most out of it while you're in it. This is why I did it. It's a habit every single day. By the end of it, you'll have so many tools that you can just call on at any time, to help you create, manifest, get out of sticky situations, make you feel better. Celebrations. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.